I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee at the KARM store. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee at the KARM store. It's on Kingston Pike near Cedar Bluff. So I thought I'd run in real quick. It's getting late, but I just thought I'd pop in since I'm driving by and see what they've got tonight.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
last couple of weeks, and I feel like I see that every time, but it really is true. 2 weeks ago, my daughter Laura and I went to New York City. It was just the two of us. We went and spent a week there, just kind of exploring the city. We got to do some really fun things. Actually got to do everything that she had on her bucket list, which was really great. She was very happy. I was very happy. I was just so glad to get to spend that time with her. And the fact that she got to do everything that she had kind of set her sights on was really great. We went to the museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and that was just such a wonderful experience. I wish we had had the entire day. We ended up just going there for an afternoon and did not have time to go through the entire thing. There was just so much to see, and I didn't even realize, I don't think Laura realized either, just how big the museum is. We also went to the 911 memorial, and that was really hard. That was a tough thing to see, but it was definitely something that I wanted to do. Definitely, you know, I've always wanted to go to New York City, and finally got the chance. So while we were in New York City, we actually went to a thrift store called Housing Works Thrift Store and Bookstore. And I was told, or Laura and I were told about this. I guess there was a young lady that we met in SoHo, and we had chatted with her for a little bit, and she had told us about the bookstore, and she said that it's where I guess Taylor Swift had a music video that they filmed part of it there. And anyway, so we popped in there to see what they had, and it was a cute little store. They had a live book reading going on when we were there, and I did get a couple of things from that shop. So I'm going to share those with you today. I only got a couple of things from that shop, but this past week I went down to Knoxville, Tennessee, and shopped at the KARM store. So I think I'll start by sharing with you what I got from the Housing Works bookstore and thrift store in the SoHo, I think it's the SoHo area of New York City. That was honestly my favorite part of the city. We went to a number of different areas in New York City when we were there, and SoHo was, to me, it felt like a small town within the big city. It was just delightful. We had this, we ate lunch there one afternoon at this place called, I think it was Cafe Dante. It's like Italian food, and we got the spinach and ricotta cannelloni, and it was like freshly made. The dough was just so tender. It was so good. I think it was my favorite meal of the entire trip. But and then afterward we ordered the tiramisu, out of this world. It was so good. Really enjoyed that. But anyway, so while we were in SoHo and went to this thrift store, I got 2 picture frames, and these are I guess 5x7 size. Yeah, 5x7, and they were $4 each. And they're just gold brass frames, vintage. Has a little hook here that you can hang it on the wall. This still has the sticker on it like it was never used. And I really loved the detailing on the like the corners and the little etch pattern. Both of the frames look the same, so it's a matched pair, and I thought these would be really pretty. I'm not sure where I'm going to use them in the house yet, but I am currently getting ready to frame some more family photos and trying to collect more frames to get some more photos up. So I really, really liked those. I felt like $4 was not a bad deal, especially for New York City. And then since we went to the Housing Works, thrift store where Taylor Swift filmed, what is the song? I think it's All Too Well. That's the name of the song. And in the song, she talks about her scarf. Anyway, they had a collection of scarves for sale. And I bought 3 of them. I got one for myself, one for my daughter, Laura, and one for my daughter, Sarah. This is the one we got for Sarah. It's actually like a little neck scarf. Could also be, you know, used like a hanky. It's kind of that size. But when I was younger, back like in the 90s, I used to wear neck scarves quite a bit, actually. I have a lot of photos of me wearing them on my neck around, like on my honeymoon and stuff. But anyway, so we got this one. It's just kind of like a block print, pink color. The lighting's not very good in here today. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and then I can't remember which one Laura wanted. I think that this was mine. It's another block print with a floral pattern. And these are like square size. These were $3 each. And this is really the only souvenir kind of thing that we brought back from the trip to New York City. And then this one was for Laura. And I thought it was so pretty. Yeah, it was just a really, really fun trip. Okay, and then last week I went down to Knoxville and had the chance to go to the KARM store on Kingston Pike down close to Cedar Bluff. If you're not familiar with KARM, KARM stands for Knoxville Area Rescue Ministries, and they help the homeless in the Knoxville area, and they feed them meals and do other things. I'm not sure what all they do, but I know that they are doing a really great work. Every time you go in and you shop and you purchase something, they will usually tell you, you know, like you paid for 20 meals today or whatever. So I got some good scores this time. Sometimes, you know, thrifting can be hit or miss. And I walked out of there with several things that I really, really liked, and I was excited about it. So I'm excited to share these with you. The first thing I got was this serving set. I think it's silver plated. It was $7.99, and I'll take it out of the bag. Okay, there was a serving spoon, kind of ornate. And then it has a serving fork. And I love the floral pattern on it. I love the vintage, you know, just look of them. You know, it's not the kind of thing that you find every day in stores today. I even loved the shape of the spoon. And it has kind of a deep bowl to it. So it's like, not quite a ladle, but it is, you know, it would be good for saucy dishes that needed to be scooped. So I really, really liked this set. I'm going to add it to my vintage silverware collection. And then next, I found this set of 2 blue and white saucer plates. I thought these were so pretty. It's a matching set. It says Countryside Wedgwood England on the back, and these were $8.99 for the set of 2. So, and you can see that there's like this little, I guess, residence here in the trees and the clouds, and I just thought it was very, very pretty. I think I'm going to use these in my dining room. I haven't decided for sure. I may end up putting them somewhere else, but right now I'm wanting to add more decor to my dining room. I feel like it's pretty in there, but I feel like it could use a little bit more. So I've been wanting to get some blue and white plates. These may not be big enough for what I'm wanting to do. So I've been wanting to get some blue and white plates to add to the walls in there. If you've seen my dining room, you know that I have like this vintage wallpaper that has like a pastoral scene on it with sheep and shepherds and trees, and it's beautiful. I think it was original to the house. We actually discovered it when we were pulling off probably like the 1970s wallpaper that was in the dining room. I think we did that about 12 years ago, and we had no idea that we were going to find anything under it. I was planning to paint, and then when we stripped the wallpaper down, we were very surprised to find this original wallpaper. And our home was very well built, and it was built in 1949 or 1950, and so I believe it's original to that time period. Okay, the next thing I got was this wooden block. And it says, "Home is where our story begins, Ooltewah, Tennessee." And I'm planning to give this to my daughter, Emily. She lives in Ooltewah, Tennessee, and she is getting married in August of this year. And I thought this would be sweet since that's where they met. And I just happened to come across it in the Knoxville store. And it was $4.99, and I just thought it'd be fun little gift to give to her as they're planning to get married and already planning the wedding and everything. So that's really exciting. Okay, I got this vase. And it's obviously it's like a faux floral vase with this. Oh, what do they call this? I'm telling you, I know what type of glass this is, and for the life of me, is it mercury glass? Let me know in the comments below. I'm just like, my brain's not working. I paid $9.99 for this, and I thought this would be pretty in one of my daughter's rooms upstairs. Or I may even use it in my bedroom, like maybe on my nightstand. I honestly can't always justify buying fresh flowers. I love fresh flowers, but I do use faux florals around my house, and I thought this was really pretty. So that was $9.99. And then the last two things I got are going to go in my family room, and I'll definitely be sharing with you how I have updated my family room for the springtime, summertime weather. The first thing I got was this vintage Pepsi Cola box, and it's perfect because it has like dividers. And then it's kind of funny because I'm actually like a Coca-Cola girl. I don't drink Pepsi, but and where I grew up in Georgia, we had the Coca-Cola bottling plants, and so if you grow up in the South, all sodas are Cokes. But, or at least if you grew up in Georgia, that's the way it was. And, but I thought this was a great vintage find. It was only $7.99, which I thought was a good deal. And a lot of times, like true vintage stuff at the KARM store is priced higher. So I felt like $7.99 was a good deal for this. It has the metal corners with nails in them. Like the metal on and both of the sides used to say Pepsi Cola. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm planning to use it as like a little shelf at least for the time being. And I think it's gonna be really cute. So I can't wait to share with you what I do with it. That's gonna be fun. Okay, and then finally, I found this 10. This was $4.99, and I don't know how old it really is, but it looked old. And it's Sunshine Coffee. And I just really liked the vintage look of it. You know, like I said, I don't know that it's particularly, like, I don't know if it was manufactured to look old. It didn't really matter to me. I just really liked the way it looked. I love red. I like putting red accents around my home. And this tin is red. It has a pretty top on it. So yeah, I just thought this was really nice, and I felt like it would look nice in my cabin themed room downstairs. So that's everything I got this time around. I appreciate you joining me. I hope you're having a really good week. And oh, and Easter. I didn't even talk about Easter. I didn't have all of my kids home for Easter this time. Hannah brought her fiance Marvin, and Laura came. Laura actually ended up in the ER on Friday, and I drove down to the Chattanooga area to pick her up because her sister came and got her and took her to the emergency room. She was pretty sick. She's gonna be okay, but she felt pretty bad this weekend. So anyway, that was a really hectic, because she called me when like before I was even awake on Friday morning, because she was in a lot of pain. And I live 3.5, 4 hours from there. So I ended up calling her sister, and her sister drove up and took her to the emergency room. And then I picked her up. They got in and out amazingly fast. I have to say, I know this is probably not interesting to everybody else, but the Erlanger East Hospital where she went, I'm telling you, they like took her in immediately when she got there. They had her like tests done, CT scans done, IVs, medicated, like everything done, and she was discharged within an hour and a half. It was amazing. So I was really, really impressed. They did really, really great with her. Everybody was really nice, and they just took really good care of her. So I ended up picking her up at Hannah's house and bringing her home because she wasn't able to drive. And so anyway, we had a wonderful weekend. We had all of our family that lives locally here, and I cooked a big dinner on Easter Sunday, and I had everybody over for a big dinner on Saturday night. And then we spent two days playing like table games, board games, and things like that. So it was just it was a fun weekend, even though Laura was sick. That was a real bummer, but she left today to go back to school. She's still not 100%, but she is on the mend, and hopefully soon she'll be feeling back to normal. So if you want to pray for her, that would be amazing. I hated to have her leave today. I just wanted to be able to take care of her, and she wasn't completely well, so it just like broke my heart. But I really struggle with that. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching all of this video. If you've made it this far, you are amazing, and I appreciate you. If you can hit that like button below, that would be awesome, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be back later this week with more videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.